There comes a moment in life when you look around and you don't recognize anything anymore. The dreams you once had, forgotten. The energy you once felt, gone. The passion, the hunger, the fire, faded. And all you're left with is a whisper inside your soul. A small, trembling voice that says, there's still more for you. You see, life isn't a straight line. It's a maze of wrong turns, dead ends, breakdowns, and breakthroughs. And sometimes the most powerful thing you can ever do is begin again. Not because you failed, but because you refuse to be finished. Pause, breathe. Real talk. Maybe you lost years chasing something that wasn't meant for you. Maybe you invested your heart in people who couldn't value it. Maybe you spent too long being afraid. Afraid to be seen. Afraid to stand out. Afraid to be different. But hear this. Those years were not wasted. They were preparing you, sharpening you, building a version of you that can now create a new destiny. Reinvention isn't weakness, it's evolution. Examples, stories. J.K. Rowling was a broke single mom, rejected by dozens of publishers before she became a billionaire with Harry Potter. Colonel Sanders started KFC at the age of 65 after being rejected 1,009 times. Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in prison and came out stronger, leading his nation to freedom. Reinvention is for warriors, for dreamers, for fighters. And guess what? It's for you.
Imagine yourself standing at the edge of a cliff. Behind you, all the doubts, the betrayals, the missed chances. In front of you, a wide open sky. Because the truth is, no one's coming to save you. No miracle is falling from the sky. You are the miracle. No map, no guarantees, just possibility. You can stay stuck, or you can spread your wings. You can leap, and if you fall, you rise. And if you fail, you rise again. Because every time you rise, you become less afraid of falling. Mindset shift, very emotional. Society teaches us to fear starting over. It teaches us that we must have it all figured out by 25. That mistakes are shameful. That falling behind is a failure. But here's the truth they don't tell you. The greatest people you admire, the strongest leaders, the most inspiring legends, all of them rebuilt themselves again and again. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have it all mapped out. You just need the courage to begin again, even when the world says you can't. Are you willing to walk away from everything that's holding you back? Are you willing to rewrite your story? Are you willing to choose you over comfort, over fear, over doubt?
Like Socrates said, the secret of change is to focus all your energy not on fighting the old, but on building the new. Like Les Brown said, you don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. And like Steve Jobs once said, you can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backward. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. Trust yourself. Trust the future you're about to create. Picture yourself 1 year from now, standing taller, speaking stronger, smiling wider. Not because everything went perfectly, but because you chose to keep going. Because you chose not to be a prisoner of your past. Because you chose to reinvent yourself when it would have been easier to give up. Reinvention doesn't mean erasing your story. It means using every scar as a badge of honor. It means walking through the fire and becoming the fire. It means saying, I'm not who I was yesterday, and tomorrow I'll be even better. Fall in love with your future. Fall in love with becoming. Fall in love with your own power to rise. And when they ask you, how did you do it? Look them straight in the eyes and say, I refused to give up on myself. I reinvented. I became unstoppable. You can start over today. You can choose hope today. You can break free today. You can become new today. It's never too late, because the best version of you, begin again, build again, believe again.